Okay, so a quick review here of Boys in the Boat. Hopefully, you can hear me well on this. I liked it. I loved it. It's a great movie. It's good. It's good. It says only in theaters Christmas Day. This poster here, directed by George Clooney as well. Um, it's a good movie. It's amazing. It's good. It's for me it was a masterpiece. It really touched on, I guess, patriotism or overcoming hardship, which I guess he kind of does, right? Because he's poor and homeless, really. Actually, the Ranster, Racing, something like that. I forgot what his name was. I didn't really catch anybody's name. Said McGuire, which was he was the gentleman that was meant to be the relief. I think they mentioned. He was meant to, if they needed to swap someone out. And I'm guessing maybe he didn't go with them to Germany because I didn't see him at some point in the film. You don't see him much, right? It's even as a helping hand. So I wonder, did he go to Germany too? And then towards the end of the film, they show the picture of presumably all the guys together. I didn't have time to count them all, but if it's the 8 guys standing, the one dude that's crouched down in front of him, he must have been McGuire, the relief, so to speak. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, he overcomes hardship, right? And the team, they work together, as they mentioned in the movie, right? It's a unit. We're a unit here. We work together. We go at it together, and tour, and them winning the 1939 Olympic medal for, I guess, whatever the rowing in the boat sport is called. It exemplifies, right? Exemplifies? I think that's the word. It really showed that they oh, and here's the picture, right? Here's the picture right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. Some guys, and that guy right there in the center. Or it's the other gentleman, actually. It's oh my god, what was his name? I don't even remember what his name was, because he looked at the surname, and because the older gentleman that makes the bows, and he's like an Englishman, he's got an English accent. He tells him that sometimes maybe it's not the people that are rowing, it's the guy that's going to command them, to push them. Maybe you got to boot him out. And he does just that. He kind of takes it into consideration. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to boot that guy out. And he boots that guy out. He puts in this other fucking guy. And that he gave him another chance. I guess maybe he came from the other team, the senior team. And he said, well, I'm going to give him another chance. And I booted him off. I'm going to put him back. Listen, you got to listen to me. I'm going to give you to the junior team. Varsity, I think he says, right? And he does have that face of like, oh, really? You're going to put me with them? And but don't argue it. Don't fight it. Just take it as is. And he accepts it. And so, yeah, he's there. And he's pushing all the boys. And it's like, come on. And we got to do this. We got to beat him. And there's like 3 races in the film, right? Yeah, 3 races. 1 home, 1 they go to their home, the Washington State, right? That's where they're from, right? So they got 1 race there, and they go off to New York after they win that one. They win that, and then that's when they get picked. Well, I think he picks it, actually. They didn't get picked by anybody, but their own coach, right? And everybody's expecting that they're gonna pick the senior guys, and he doesn't pick them, and right, and I think actually that's when they go to New York. I think that's when they have that. And then when it's Germany, because they already been picked for the New York, that's like to go to Germany. But it's good. It's good. It's a really good film, and I think it kind of showed like the coach guy, right? He doesn't show his emotions much, where he keeps them to himself, and until at the end, where the second, I guess, like 2 coaches, right? There's another gentleman there with him, and he kind of tells him, like, kind of smiles at him, like, was that enough for you? Like, did they make you happy that time around? And so I guess we get the yes. I mean, you gotta be happy. Well, you won 1939 Olympics, like, you beat out Germany, Adolf Hitler was there in the stands, and he walks away after Germany loses, right? The winner is America. They beat him just by a little bit, but they beat him just enough to win. and he walks out, and I wonder maybe, when this actually occurred, when this went down, was that something that was reported that the German chancellor walked out? He walked away, right? His voice lost, and what he did, he walked away. He walked out. He said, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm a little upset. Another thing with the film before I go with this review is the little what's it called, cameo, I guess you could call it a cameo, with Jesse Owens. I thought that was cool. When they showed the B-roll footage and they said, we got the runner here, it's got Jesse Owens, because that was something that did happen in 1939. Jesse Owens went off to the Olympics, right? And I guess racism at the time, where people doubting, oh wow, this black guy is gonna beat all these white guys, these Aryan bloods. And that Hitler says something to this effect, right? Of, oh, the Aryan, we're strongest, we got the best genetics, blood, and this black American man here, he's gonna beat us. And he did. He won that shit, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm mistaken, he won it. So I like that little cameo of, and they tell him, hey, you're the Owens guy, aren't you? You're Jesse Owens. And he's like, yeah. And he tells him, go show those Germans, right? The gentleman right there in the boat crew says to him, go show those Germans, the Americans, what we're about, how tough we are, and we can beat them. And he says, maybe for the country, for the folks back home, right? That's why he's running. I'm running for my folks back home. That's what it's about for me. But yeah, overall, good film. I liked it a lot. Definitely recommend it. Thank you for listening or watching the screen, whatever.